9-pin, nearly up there now, didn't take long. Alright, so when I left Long Bay this morning, my main water helm wasn't going. So I cleaned all the pins and the sockets and pushed it in and pushed it out and WD-40'd it. So I just pulled it apart, and this is what I found. So that's why it's not going. I just remember when I pulled it out of the locker this morning, the plug did get caught. So I must have just jerked it and broke it. Didn't take much. So I'll redo that wiring and we'll be all go again. Thank goodness for that. Meanwhile, the number 2's going. Doing a good little job. Simrad 1000. Good little backup. Good to give it a bit of a workout. Well, we're having a nice quiet sail up to the Bay of Islands, past the Valley Islands now. Just enough wind to get us past here. We're doing 3-5 knots. That's not too bad. Great day for drying the washing. Quite beautiful. It's just gone 5 o'clock. Coming up from Russell, Bay of Islands, and long past Cavalli Islands. It's Stephen Island there, and Wangapoa in behind it, and we're just going to shoot up over there into Camp Bay. Nice little beach in there and a shelter behind Par Island. It's been a really nice laid back sail up the coast. Got all my washing dry. Where we arrived up to Camp Bay, and what a beautiful spot this is. I was here I don't know how many years ago, not that long ago. It's Par Island. This is the furthest I've been north, so any further from now on it's all new country. 8-hour sail up from Russell. Just a nice easy, I think we averaged 4.5 knots. Pretty good considering the wind was only about 10 knots. We're just leaving Camp Bay Tuesday morning. Par Island, see all the terraces up there. Just coming up 9 o'clock. Don't know where the time goes. We'll have a nice little cruise up the coast. Stop in a couple of bays and end up at Monganui Harbour, I think. There's a house up in the trees there. What an outlook. It's Camp Bay down in the distance there. We're just slowly come up the coast with hardly any wind. I'll switch the motor off and 20 minutes later here I am. Just got to be patient. Just been busy cleaning this locker out. I don't know how, but there's a whole lot of seawater in the black bin down there underneath the diesel can, and I figure it must have come in the hatch somehow when I was crossing the Bay of Plenty. Strange. All cleaned out now. Shaping up to be a beautiful day. Well, this is not a bad spot either. First stop round from Camp Bay on the way to a breezy out there now. I've stopped sailing. Motu Kaha Kaha Bay. Beautiful. Time for a swim, I think. Just leaving Motu Kaha Kaha Bay. Just had a lovely lunch in there, that little beach. And we're just sneaking past the Sugarloaf. Just making 3 knots. Going heading off to Manganui for the night. We just left that little bay up there where we camped the night. Just motor sailing down to Manganui. Just to have a little look in there, I think. It's quite a nice breeze. I think we'll go for a sail over there. Let's have a look in Manganui. See what's over there. This is Doubtful Bay. We're heading over there to a little bay to have a look at. Very slowly though. It's Manganui, in that gap there. We just had a little look in there this morning. And that's where we camped over there last night. Another beautiful day in the north. We're just anchored at the top end of Doubtless Bay. Connie over there. Going to go for a little dive around here. A handful of shags on the rock over here. So this is the northern end of Doubtless Bay. Tuck here for the night. Well, isn't this something? I just snuck up Brody's Creek at high tide. I think I had about 200 mils to spare under the keel at one stage. A bit less than what I was expecting, because I come up here this afternoon in the dinghy, went right up that creek, quite a way up the creek. Look at this, look at this. What an anchorage. Be no rock and roll tonight. Perfect. Thursday today. We left Brodie's Creek this morning at 7 o'clock in high tide. That was a brilliant place, just such a brilliant place. Came out of the creek with a minimum of 0.600 of the fuel, so plenty of room, quite easy to get into. So now we're up at Cape Kari, I think it is. And we're going to go around the corner. I see there's your boat in a little bay around the corner, and I would think it would be quite nice in there. So I should go and have a look. Must be a light up there, lighthouse up there. Holy, we've got rocks just over here. I might just change course a little bit. Tick tick. Check my depth. Well, it's come down, 28 metres depth. It was 70 5 minutes ago. Ouch, big rocks, very close. Windy let me down today. It's supposed to be a nice breeze coming up here, and here I am motoring. Look at that beach over there. I'm going to go over there. Magnificent. Just arrived at Waipapa Bay at 10 o'clock. Just come around Cape Kari. Beautiful, beautiful day here. What a lovely beach. Just leaving Waipapa Bay, had a nice swim in there, a little relax. This Northland is really proving amazing, those beaches over there. Comes a dolphin upside down under the bird. Unbelievable. Just playing with it. Wow. Hora, here we come. I don't know what happened to my windy app today, but I was expecting 10 to 15 knots all the way. My words, look at this harbour. Most of it's pretty shallow, I think. Just left Hora Harbour, we had a very quiet night in there. Nice swim this morning. I'm going to be heading up the coast of Parengarenga, the last harbour before Parengarenga. Still lacking a bit of wind. We're just having a really slow sail up to Parengarenga Harbour, the northernmost harbour on the North Island, just before Parengarenga, which is really good because I don't want to get there at low tide, which I would have if we'd been sailing at a normal speed. But this is nice, we're just 2.5 to 3 knots, freeze on the beam, water helms handle that nicely. It's a low tide up Parengarenga Harbour at 3 o'clock, so at this speed we should get there 4:35, so we'll be on a rising tide going in over the bar in there. But yeah, lovely quiet sail. Taking this opportunity to air out all the bedding. Just approaching Parengarenga Harbour in the far north. Those white sands. I'm a little bit nervous about coming in here, I don't know why. It's quite shallow and broad, and there's a 1.5 metre swell following me in. I'm coming in on an ingoing tide, which has been coming in for nearly 2 hours now, I think. So yeah, the charts are a bit vague. Look at that sand. It's felt like quite a long slow day, which it has been, but it needed to be slow, otherwise I would have got here too soon. We're already just worried about how big these swells are built up when they get into the shallows, that's all. We're already starting to build up a bit. Can't believe those white beaches. Just under sail at the moment. I might start the engine up soon. Give me a bit more boost or reverse or whatever. It should be very interesting. That's why I was a little bit apprehensive. Looking calmer up ahead of us. Watch what I'm doing now. Nah, chased my mind. I got right in there and it just turned to foam and it's getting shallower and shallower, and obviously it's changed a bit since the charts that I'm looking at. Look at that shit. Now I've got to sail all the way back down to where it just came from. Oh dear. 4 o'clock now. Hey. Yeah, I'm getting off the dark. What a pity, eh? Not to be. Not to be. It would be nice up in there, but obviously it's a bit shallower than what the charts are telling me. I've got the 1.4, I can see it looking quite shallow ahead of me. It was just a foam of water. Wasn't going to get in that situation. No thank you. So we're boosting out of here against the tide. Beautiful in there. Just got to follow my track out. Just going for a little cruise up Halfora Harbour. Mostly sandbank. This is just on low tide. Goes way up there. Got a wharf up there.